We should unmute our mics.
We should unmute our mics.
We should have our mics on.
Have our mics on.
Because we're recording a podcast.
Poor guiding up. I should practice saying words because podcasts are an audio form. You need to have mics, use words. Have mics, use words.
That's great because I thought I could see the word like porcupine coming out recording a podcast and it became porcupine.
Porcupine.
You know what it is? It's the summer, Maggie.
It's the summer.
You know what? We have summer brain.
We got a little summertime melt.
You said I was Summer Amanda last week.
Summer Amanda's fun Amanda.
Oh, what? You don't like Winter Amanda?
Winter Amanda. Well, Winter Amanda has that deep voice.
I do have a deep voice in the winter. I gotta keep my body warm.
Winter Amanda survives on halls.
I get my voice real deep, and then I just send the heat all the way through my body.
But Summer Amanda's
silly.
Loving it. Yeah, let's take a clappy clap.
Okay, hang on.
But should we clap in front of our mics instead of doing the high five? Are we officially retiring the high five in season 3?
I think this is we are done with the high five because we kind of did a transition out because it's hard.
It's hard to high five.
I think though for now, let's just look at each other deep into our summer eyes and give it a clap. A 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters.
In law.
We're watching Suits one episode at a time.
It's a show so nice, I've watched it twice.
And a show so great, I'm watching it late.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Maggie's never seen it and Amanda's obsessed. They don't wear fancy suits, they are casually dressed. They are sisters-in-law and they got a show about a law firm drama that aired a few years ago. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans.
Well, we're looking for Spirit here. We got Spirit. Yes, we do. We got Spirit. How about you?
I've got predictions. Yes, I do. I've got predictions. How about you?
I don't. Because
You
I've seen
don't.
it just so many times.
It's like your 5th rewatch of it.
I don't even know at this point. Because if somebody's ever like over here, they're like, hey, I'm like, yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
You're the Suits Watch house.
Yes, anybody that ever stops over here and they're like, I have a question. And I'm like, because there's people just coming in and out all the time.
Just like, you're like Jessica Pearson's office.
I am in
this
Jessica
house.
Pierce's office. No assistant either.
Yep. And people are just constantly coming in and you're like, yes, we'll watch Suits.
Just one-eyed whisk.
One-eyed whisk.
Do our listeners know that Whiskey lost an eye a few weeks ago?
I don't know if they do.
Well, they do now. Whiskey had his
Our
eye
producer.
removed 3 weeks ago today. Mm-hmm. And Whiskey, the producer dog. Now, he is still able to read our scripts, our treatments, our outlines, and memos. He is still able to answer some emails, which is kind of a bummer because nobody's emailed us in a bit.
It's true.
So I guess we're going to have to...
But we did email people today.
We did?
Yeah, we emailed everyone the Harvey Specter newsletter.
That's right, we did.
And if you missed it, you have to sign up for the September issue.
Yeah, because today's was a good one.
Today was
all
really
about
good
the
one.
Olympics. Mm-hmm. And in fact, if you email us in, we can forward you a copy of it if you didn't get it.
You know what? I think that for season 4, we should have a new website and we should store old
Newsletters?
newsletters.
Okay. Can we get a new website up by then?
By season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Like
do it.
next week?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Do you also want to do something kind of wild when we record the episodes?
Like, how wild?
Like I was thinking, some people kind of binge this show, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't just watch one a week.
Uh-huh.
What if, like, when we record one episode, we actually talk about 2 episodes? Like, we would talk about episode 1 and 2.
Double time.
You want to double time it?
Yeah, I think we should. I think that every season we've done something different.
So let's do that.
Double time season 4. Because 4 is 2 times 2. Double time.
That makes sense when we like math.
Yes, we love math.
Not as much as we love the law. Double time.
Yep, got it.
Oh,
Down.
wait. Should we also record ourselves?
Get the video back.
You'll get the video back?
Yeah, we should get the video back. We'll work on this.
We're going to be bringing 60
We're going to
back.
be busy.
This is a lot. We're busy. Let's get to it. Let's get through this. This is the episode called Predictions, Briefies, Boxers, and Bloopers, also affectionately known as PB3.
PB3.
Okay, so we're going to start with predictions, Maggie. You're going to talk about the main predictions, like overarching, that you had for season 3. And you're going to talk about your wins and your losses because you were really good at giving yourself feedback and like kind of like getting a little bit like introspective and saying like, what did I miss here? How can I improve?
Exactly.
And then you're going to give us predictions for season 4.
Yes.
All right.
So these are the exact predictions I wrote in the PB3 episode of season 2.
Okay. But
And
wow, say that 3 times fast.
The exact predictions I wrote, and I can't even do it one time. Porcupine.
All right.
So, and then I'll say if there were wins or losses.
Okay.
So my first prediction was that Mike and Rachel in this season will be thick as thieves now that he's let her in on his secret and she's let him into her Victoria's secrets, because if we remember, season 2 ended with a big bang. They may have some ups and downs, but I think that there's always going to be a level of intimacy there. I think that this is still a win of a prediction, for especially through season 3, and because I gave myself the caveat of some ups and downs, because I made this prediction several times throughout the season that they were going to be endgame. And while they ended each flare up on the up and up, I can see where there might be some cracks that come into play beyond the obvious fraud of it all. But I do think that they were still incredibly intimate, having each other's backs.
Okay.
He apologized really well. She apologized. They accepted it. So I think this was a win for season 3.
Okay. Well, I'll give it to you. I'll give you
I
a
don't know
W.
how it'll hold up in season 4.
Well,
but
you're going to predict that in a minute.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought this season would hold, this Pearson-Darby merger. I did not think it was going to go well because Darby's across the pond and does things by the book, but I thought that there would be trouble brewing from the start and it would implode, and then Jessica, Harvey, Donna, Mike, Lewis, and Rachel will have to step up and save the day. I think that this is a win as well.
It did implode.
Because this merger did in fact implode.
Yeah.
Like in our faces.
Big time.
And everyone had to work together.
Yeah.
I also thought we would see Hardman, Travis Tanner, the district attorney, that's Cameron Dennis, Robert Zane, and Grammy again in season 3. I was holding out hope for a flashback of Grammy. I also thought we might see Jenny to mess up the Rachel and Mike dynamic, or another woman from Mike's past. Or maybe the associate that Rachel got fired, or some other man who loves her. I really thought there was going to be some drama with that relationship.
Okay.
I think this is a meh prediction for me. So we were actually introduced to a whole lot of new villains, like Quillings, the Attorney General Woodall, the former named partner Van Dyke. But we did also see Travis Tanner.
Yes, we did.
And we did get to see Cameron Dennis.
Yeah.
So
Cameron, Mike Brady Dennis.
Mike Brady Dennis.
Yes.
We also saw Grammy, the star of the show.
Yes.
And even Trevor. I didn't see Jenny, and I didn't see anyone messing with their relationship on that level. But I think this was overall pretty solid.
Okay.
Harvey being humble will be interesting, was something I was thinking for this season. I thought he was going to take his licks and eventually make his way back into Jessica's graces, because I don't think they could stay mad at each other. Because if we remember, season 2 ended and they were like
not friends
for each other.
They were not friends.
And Harvey was trying to kick Jessica out of the firm.
Right.
Like, this was really, really bad. And it ends with them maybe better than they've ever been.
You think?
By better than they've ever been, I mean better than I ever expected. You know? Because then I was thinking, I guess she paid for his law school.
In the eye of the beholder, you know.
Yeah, but I do think that they for sure are back.
Okay.
I don't know how well he took his licks. I don't know like how humble he stayed, but I do think that he made this work. They respect each other.
Okay.
I thought maybe Scotty would go and work for Hardman or something totally crazy just to get Harvey's attention, because she's a wild lady.
She is. Wild for Harvey.
She's so wild
about Harvey.
Wild. She does these crazy stunts to get his attention. And if I could go back to season 2, Maggie, and just let her know that Scotty was going to do something even crazier.
I know.
Even crazier.
I know.
Instead of going to work for Hardman, she goes and works for Harvey.
I know.
Moves in, basically. I mean, I guess she has her own place, but she becomes a partner, a senior partner.
Dude.
At Pearson Spector.
When you made that prediction, I remember thinking, like, I was trying to, you know, you like bite the inside of your lips. I was like, I do not want to smile. I don't want to give anything away. I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm like, oh, season 2 Maggie does not know.
I had
the leaps and bounds.
No idea.
That Dana Scotty Scott will go to. Because
Yeah.
she is wild about Harvey.
Also, I had no idea that Harvey was going to tell her Mike's secret.
That was a real zinger at the very end.
Yeah, just slyly dropped in, and she's just like, okay, what of it? Like, what?
I know.
I feel overall like I had a pretty good grasp, but when I was reviewing all of the things that happened in this season, I was stunned.
I know, you were like, wait a minute, did this even happen?
But then it also landed so soft. You know, the season finale was
You know
so
what they
soft.
say when something lands soft?
It's gonna get hard.
Yeah, what goes soft must get hard. Not always.
Yeah, actually, that no one has ever said that.
I did just now.
Yeah, that's true. Quote it. Here are my predictions for season 4.
Yeah.
What is Scotty going to do with the Mike information?
Okay.
I feel like she is not going to spill the beans. But then again, maybe if push comes to shove and her integrity is on the line for it, I don't think that she will keep this secret forever.
Okay.
I do not think it will be a Scotty leak in season 4, but I did want to pin this while I was thinking of it.
Okay. Well, it's fresh on the brain.
I don't think it'll happen in season 4.
Beans aren't leaking until at least season 5.
Yeah, this is like a slow drip beans. This
Yeah,
is
sure.
like you go to a barbecue.
That beautiful bean footage.
You eat so many beautiful beans. Later that evening, you start the leakage.
You love beans.
I love beans.
It's a fun thing about Maggie. Like, she friggin' loves
I
baked
do
beans.
Love beans.
Baked beans.
Yeah, baked beans in particular. But when I was at my brother and sister-in-law's house in Pennsylvania, my sister-in-law was like, I have this bean salad that I've been like playing around with and I really like it. And I was like, say no more.
I got it.
I love beans.
What was the bean salad that Kate made?
It's like chickpeas.
Yeah. Were there some tomatoes, little lime and cilantro cut up, maybe some corn?
Burrata.
Oh, she put a burrata?
Yeah.
She just tore all that cheese up?
She tore up the burrata, put it in there.
What'd you serve that on?
It was just a salad that you
You
ate.
just eat it?
Yeah.
Did you eat the
I
bean
gotta
salad
get-
with like a side of burrata?
No, the burrata was within the bean
It was
salad.
mixed up?
Yeah.
That is bold, Kate.
It was really good. I forget what else there was. There was some sort of like fruit in it too. It was like all these things that I was like, I would never put these things together.
I am shook that she put burrata and stirred it all up in there.
It was so good. And
Because
then
I'm
later,
thinking like a bean dip.
then
Like
later,
a fresh bean dip.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But this was more of a salad. More of a
Like I
salad.
make a corn and bean salsa. That's
She
really
made a
good.
corn salsa that went with it, like a separate bowl of like a corn salad.
She's a vegetarian.
She is a vegetarian.
That's why she put that burrata in there. Vegetarians can be bold like that. And they can just stir burrata up in a bean
Well,
salad.
let me tell you this. I'm not a vegetarian. She cooked some steak and put some steak in it too for us non-vegetarians.
Non-vegetarian.
She was a very good sister-in-law.
I don't know if I would do that for you. I don't know if I would put... I think I'm a good sister-in-law, but I've never put burrata in a bean salad like that for you.
Later, we played like a board game, and she busted out the burrata for us to just eat while we were playing games.
God, all I do is offer you Crystal Light when you come over.
You're a great sister-in-law too. I would never compare the two. I just wanted you to know.
No, we should be compared. I'm just saying, as a sister-in-law, I've never...
You've never offered me burrata.
No, in fact, I rarely buy it. I usually just pay for it when I go out.
Yeah,
Because
well,
people prepare it in a way that I can't ever do that. But now I'm going to have to up it. Thank you, Kate.
yeah. If you want to make me some burrata, then the playing field will be more even.
Okay. Well, I'm going to message her and find out.
Find the recipe. She'll get you the recipe.
Okay.
Because I can't make it myself. I need my sister-in-law. It's my sister-in-law bean salad. So you
Only
have to make it.
sister-in-law
I can't
can-
make that for myself. I need to have a sister-in-law make it for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to make something different.
Okay.
I'm going to enter the chat with my own burrata.
Okay, my other prediction. Mike is going to start his job as an investment banker. He is not going to vibe with investment bankers because there are not going to be enough movie quotes. Harvey will woo him back easily, and Rachel will be like, you love the law. I get it. I support you. And or an alternative, Mike gets dragged into some sort of litigation, and then maybe this is through Harold Gunderson.
Okay.
I think that he has to defend himself, or he has to be back in the courtroom.
Yes.
And then he reminds himself that he loves the law.
Okay.
I don't think he will be an investment banker forever. He will be back at Pierce Inspector.
Okay.
Sheila Saz will also be back in season 4. I think her and Lewis have some unfinished business.
Okay.
I don't think you go from an engagement and sexy slapping to full cut out of your life forever if you are Lewis or Sheila.
they're not the kind of people that, you're right. They do seem like people that could have unfinished business. And I'm saying yes or no to this prediction.
But you're saying I've nailed their character.
You've nailed their character. And I just think the line of you don't go from an engagement and sexy slapping to fully cutting people out of your life forever. Because she did get cut out real quickly and had to go cry publicly at that elevator.
Yeah, and that was a lot of emotion for them. But you think about, like, Lewis is so ride or die for Pearson Hardman because they're his people. Mm-hmm. Sheila is his person. Mm-hmm. I think Sheila is, like, so ride or die for Harvard and, like, these people that she gets jobs. And I think they genuinely have found, like, their match in someone who loves people as much. I just think they got to get over this kid thing and the city thing, and they got to figure it out.
Those are two really big things.
If
but you can't agree to live in the same city and you can't agree whether or not you want kids, well, that's not going to work.
It will not work. But I think there will be some compromise. We'll see her, and it'll start to get Lewis thinking, and then maybe tries it out in Boston. Maybe she tries it out in New York. Like, maybe there's, like, some sort of testing the water.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think Jessica is going to be itching to put another name on her wall.
Mm-hmm. Rule of 3. She needs 3 up there.
Yeah, and she just loved it in this season. I think she changed the name. It was Pearson Darby. It was just Pearson. Then it was Pearson Spector. Mm-hmm. 3 times those sign guys had to come out.
Yeah.
And I think that she just wants to do it again.
Yeah.
Now that she's done it, she's like the person who rearranges her furniture all the time. Or, like, paints walls all the time.
Like me. Mm-hmm.
She's changing her walls. I also don't know who it's going to be. Like, Lewis, I think he would actually die.
Like, die because,
I think he would have a heart attack. He would
of
have,
happiness?
If Lewis was put on the wall, I think he would have a heart attack right in front of it.
Yeah, second one, yeah.
And he would die.
Okay.
But maybe another outsider who could benefit the firm or get them out of a sticky situation, because I think we're not done with
the Darby deal?
Yeah, like the Darby deal.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think there's someone else maybe. I can't imagine a season going by without another name.
That's fair. These are good predictions. I can't confirm or deny any of them.
Thank you.
Do you want to talk about the Briefies?
I would love to hear some of our Briefies.
So if you're new to OSF, we deliver a brief at the beginning of every episode, and we used to each write a brief. And we decided in season 3, we were going to alternate. Like, I would write a brief one week, you would write a brief one week. And we decided, because we're mixing things up. We were keeping it real fresh in season 3 with all the mixeroos, Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We decided back in season 1 that we were going to award one of us a briefie. And I was thrilled to take home the inaugural briefie. Maggie took it home in season 2.
No. You took it home both times.
I've taken it home both times.
You're the keeper of the briefie.
Really?
Yeah, and you might be, honestly, in for another one.
I don't know. We're going to see, because the one I nominated you for, you deserve to take that home. That's sitting over there, that trophy. Boxers are over there. I think I also got a boxer, though.
You just are a memorable writer.
Yeah, Briefies are for the best brief, so I'm nominating for one of them, and Maggie's going to nominate one of them. We are going to put it out on social, and we're going to give you guys a week to vote, and we'll let you know in the next episode at the beginning of season 4. So my nomination for the Briefie is episode 3, and let's give it a listen.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid are back, but who is Butch and who is Sundance? Is it Lewis and Katrina who find each other left out of everyone else's party and finally decide to team up and get down to business as a duo? Is it Rachel and Mike who are officially boyfriend and girlfriend now? Or Rachel and Donna who made up by talking about their cute lawyer aliases? Maybe it's Donna and the strapping senior partner Steven from across the pond who lays on the charm thick as he admires Donna's not-so-thick ass. It's apparently not Mike and Harvey, even though the two of them are cute as can be working together again and quoting movies I've never seen. And it's definitely not Jessica and Harvey who, despite looking on the surface like their drama is water under the bridge, are still passive-aggressively tit-for-tatting in conversation while Harvey plots for his former mentor's demise. In the end, this episode had me wondering, who are Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid really? No, really. I don't know who they are.
Maggie, that was fantastic. the continued use of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and your nonstop ambition and drive to put every possible combo of people together from Suits to try and guess who is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You could not. You tried every combination possible. You did not think that it was Harvey and Mike. However, it is Harvey and Mike.
It is?
It is Harvey and Mike.
What?
And
what a spoiler.
It is a spoiler. So what's fun about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is that the movie is very like hyperbolic to the real story. Mm-hmm. Paul Newman, Robert Redford, like it's an infamous or famous
they're
movie.
real people.
Paul Newman and Robert Redford are actors.
But you said the movie's hyperbolic to the real thing?
Yes.
So Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid are
named
real?
after, yes. They're real people, but this is like almost to the point where it's like kind
not
of...
real.
Yeah. Like it's very fictitious.
Like Titanic.
Yes, like the Titanic. Like it existed, right? But
we all know the Earth is flat.
Right. Yeah, the Earth is flat.
How could the Titanic sink?
Anyways, Paul Newman, Robert Redford. In their prime, playing in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Butch Cassidy is the more charismatic of the two. He's like the smooth talker. He kind of leads the duo. And then the Sundance Kid, played by Robert Redford, Paul Newman's Butch Cassidy, Robert Redford is the Sundance Kid, is kind of like his sidekick and does what he says. And it's kind of like one step behind him, but still pretty sharp, which is the Harvey and Mike duo. So it actually begs to the question, I'm going to do something I've never done. And throw a depot here.
Whoa.
Into this Briefie nomination.
Okay, wow.
If we were Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, who would be who? Like who would be?
So does everyone want to be Butch Cassidy?
I think people like both of them, but like
I feel like I'm the Sundance Kid, and here's why.
Okay.
I love to dance in the sun. I love it. I love feeling the sun on my skin and just dancing around and being childlike.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't mind walking behind people on the street.
Okay.
I feel like you would want to pass people on the street.
I do pass people all the time.
I don't mind being the sidekick or the behind of someone, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. You're very charismatic. You like talking in front of people.
So do you.
Yeah, but I'm more like talking in front of people like, oh, look, we're all at a dinner party and I can do a couple entertaining things.
Yeah.
Or like, look, I'm at a podcast. You like to be on like a stage
with a
presenting
microphone and a large audience.
and like a huge auditorium. And I'm like,
okay.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think Butch Cassidy gave a lot of keynotes.
You don't think so?
Back in his time, but maybe modern day Butch Cassidy.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Maybe the modern day Butch Cassidy did a couple of keynotes at some women's conferences.
Women's conferences
in the winter.
You should book Amanda for a keynote.
Yeah, book it up.
Book Butch Cassidy.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
book Butch.
I'm gonna call it Your Inner Butch Cassidy is the name of my next keynote.
That's awesome. And then I'm gonna have like a breakout session called The Sundance Kids.
Yeah. You come in with little sun like felt costumes that are sun, and you're just.
I mean, honestly, it would be a hit.
It would be a hit.
Well, I would also like to nominate a brief.
Okay.
And Amanda, I am going to nominate your season 3, episode 14 brief. Let's hear it.
Code Red! Code Red! Louis Litt is not dead! Does that sound like Dr. Seuss?
Is that what you were going for?
No, but
you were going for Dr. Seuss with that?
I think
that was really good.
All right. I'll try it again. Code Red! Code Red! Louis Litt is not dead! But boy, did he give us all a scare when he attacked his closing argument and then his heart attacked him. He decides if he's going to live, that he can't live without Sheila Saz. Rachel decides she can't live without the money that Louis cheated her out of for law school and attacks her proposal to get that sweet cash from Jessica, thanks to Exhibit A. And Mike figures out a way to help Jonathan Sidwell out of a non-compete to start a new firm, and Mike gets a sweet invitation of his own from Mr. Sidwell. And Maggie finally gets what she's been wanting to see again, another glimpse of Louis Litt's bare ass.
I never said that. Amanda.
Maggie, everybody on the podcast
I've never,
knows.
ever once in my life said, Amanda, all I want from this show is to see that again. Code Red, the Briefies are not dead. Despite your inflammatory accusation in this that I have been waiting all season to see Louis Litt's butt, I still appreciated your lyrical wording of this brief. I just want to clarify, I have not been waiting all season.
Maggie, just because you're not saying that you hadn't been waiting doesn't mean that us as listeners and also one of the co-hosts can't pick up on the vibe.
This was your assertion about my wanting to see Lewis's ass. This is how you defended it. I just want to clarify, it's like, if I'm not outwardly expressing it, who can say? You know,
but who can't say?
It's true. I guess it's hard to defend yourself against an accusation, you know?
Yeah.
What can I say?
And it wasn't an accusation. I was just, call him as I see him. Just call me Butch Cassidy. All right, so my nomination for the boxer, and if you are new to OSF, the boxer is going to be the brief that kind of shit the bed, honestly. Yeah. Like, it was real bad. And we do give out a boxer each season. And I'm nominating myself for episode 5. And here's why. The first 3 episodes of season 3, we each wrote a brief. And then on the 4th one, I had a day, okay? And like Lewis says, I needed a day, but I didn't get a chance to get a day. And you swept in like the hero you are, and you wrote a brief and said, how about we just alternate? I think it would be better anyways. So we came up with this on the spot because I had not written a brief in episode 4. Rightfully so, I should show up loud and proud with my alternating brief in episode 5. I should show up in episode 5.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Yeah. So 2 weeks in a row, I showed up. And then you said, why don't I do it for 2 weeks in a row and you do it for 2? Like, you completely justified it. And shame on me for coming in commando like that. You know what I could have done in a pinch? Like you do, you run by Target, you get a 3-pack of briefs, saves the day, get you through the weekend. Yes. I didn't do that.
No.
I didn't run by the figurative Target for a 3-pack of briefs.
I get it.
And you kept justifying it. And I was like, well, I sure as heck can't show up without my panties on next week. I got to come in strong. So I'm nominating myself, episode 5, for being commando 2 weeks in a row.
So roll that tape. Silence.
Didn't even.
Well, I think I have a boxer of my own that I would like to nominate. It's actually last episode, season 3, episode 16. We could play it, or I can just explain it. Because
I think let's hear it.
Okay. In the season 3 finale, it ramps up and then takes a soft landing as Harvey comes clean about all the dirty laundry, tired of lying to everyone he loves. And Mike takes the job with Jonathan Sidwell, tired of putting everyone he cares about in danger. A pretty tame ending for an episode that also included Mike and Harold Gunderson being arrested, Lewis Litt coming to Gunderson's rescue, and Scotty calling Pierce and Hardman a bunch of Edward Darbies. I think what happened here is I was just in shock by how soft the ending to the season was, and so I wrote maybe like the weakest brief of our show, minus the ones that you didn't write.
Yeah.
I've written worse also, but it just feels really unimaginative and almost as weak sauce as Harvey telling Scotty he wants to be. Yeah, he wants you. I want you in my life.
That's fair. Maybe it was weak sauce. I think you should give yourself a little bit of credit because you took the notes during the finale when I passively offered to take them myself. I'd seen this. I haven't memorized. I've seen it so many times. And you had not seen it, and you were typing on the QWERTY keyboard, might I add. Those who
QWERTY
don't,
for sure.
Those who hunt and peck in 2024, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, get the QWERTY.
Get the QWERTY. Hunting and pecking is the most unprofessional thing I think I've ever seen people do.
It's embarrassing.
You can do so
much
much better.
You need to work from home if you hunt and peck.
Yeah, don't let me see you out there in the wild hunting and pecking.
I'll QWERTY slap you.
I will QWERTY slap you. And anyways, you took those notes as fast as you could with your QWERTY skills. And then you had turned to me and said, that was a soft landing. And then immediately hopped back on the keyboard using the proper keys and had to turn out a brief. So you didn't even get time to process it. Yeah. And I think usually an attorney has time to process it. It's not like you're in court. Like they get to show up and the brief is already written. You didn't get to do that.
Also, I just remembered that it was actually your turn to write the brief.
It was. You're right.
And I was like, you know what? I'll just write it.
You're exactly right. You looked over me.
You're just riding so high on your double brief.
Double commando. It's just a summer of trying to catch a breeze all summer long. You're right. I was supposed to write it, and you just did it. Also, you took the notes.
So I've wrote 3 extra briefs this season. Right.
That might be not right.
3?
Well, because I picked it up and wrote. I think you wrote 2 extras.
2 extras.
You know what? We love math, but we're not good at it.
Yeah, and I just... And I think you're still going to win it. And I appreciate that. I like to work with people that are better than me. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, but if we don't get a lot of votes for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, I'm going to go in and do what I do.
You're going to go through all your
Instagram accounts and go vote. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the Harvey Specter monthly newsletter that drops on the 1st of every month. And coming in season 4, we have a brand new website, onlysuitsfans.com. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't have anything nice to say, you can eat it.
It's funny that nobody... I mean, everybody's listened to that advice because they've all said nice things.
Everyone
and I guess
said nice
anybody,
things.
if they have had something to say, they've been eating it.
I kind of want to change that in season 4.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to like be in their head about it. Like I just want it to be like, and if you don't have anything nice to say, get creative
and say something nice.
Try something better.
Maybe you offer up a new opening line for the review. If you don't have anything nice to say this week, you can leave a review by starting with and give them like a suggestion.
Like a sentence stem.
Yeah.
I could say, and if you don't have anything nice to say, start with the phrase, I love Amanda and Maggie.
Yeah. And then each week it'll be something different.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. These girls are like peas and carrots.
And then we get 7 reviews that just
say peas and carrots, But then people will be like, I want to be in on that joke.
Yeah, I think that's great. I like
Hardy
that.
har har har.
Hardy har har.
Hardy har har.
Harvey har har.
Harvey har har. Harvey har har.
Harvey har har.
That's so great.
Harvey. You know what would be great to close this episode out with?
What?
Some bloopers.
Well, that's how we're going to kick off the bloopers.
I thought you were going to join in.
No, that's how we're kicking them off. Here we go. No, I wanted to see you do that all the way through.
Bloopers.
Wait, I got to do the thing. So at this point in town, at this point in... Do it again. Re-recording. Okay, this is a verbal clap. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Can we pause? I need to scratch the inside of my ear.
1 hour later. We're so off. We haven't even clapped.
Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3.
No, why is that jump so high? Did
you do it? Titties. Titties.
Titties.
Titties.
Where do you put your tongue when you say titties?
It's like a ventriloquist.
You look so tired.
You know why? Because I am so tired.
Okay. Mike pretends he needs a...
Yep. I have one of those in the bloopers. A gurgle. I'm gonna go to Amsterdam. Weed! You
Season
look
4.
good, girl. You look good, girl.
Have you ever given someone some advice that you think is really simple and they just don't take it?
Yeah. I told people about Only Suits Fans this weekend. I'm like, you gotta go to Only Suits Fans. Okay?
So did I. I told a psychic this week.
It's so great. I don't send grossly inappropriate messages at all.
You don't?
No.
I'm going back through our DMs and just making sure.
Go for it. Okay. Say it again.
The writers. Oh my god, that scared me. It was so loud in my headphones. Did you hear him like thump up?
Yeah, it's like something moved over there or something.
Fuck. What was it, Whiskers?
You okay, buddy?
Did you see something?
I feel like it's probably the ghost.
Because we were talking about them.
Yeah.
He looked at me like, do you
Did I get it?
Do you believe that?
Do you believe in
Magic. And works hard. The music can be heard whenever it starts, and it's magic. Like an old time movie. Rock and roll.
Do you believe in magic?
What I've learned is we don't know any more.
That you knew a lot of words.
No,
Whiskey woke up.
He was like